Gary?
Say thank you for your time. You've spoken already this season about London fixtures, how you like them and how there are a lot of them. Where does Spurs stand on your scale of enjoyment of the London derby?
Same as the others. Big game, London derby. Good team. One of the top teams in the league. We like it.
What do you make of their progress or lack of progress this season? They've had their critics, not least some of their own supporters.
I don't have to comment on that. It's just a difficult team that we have to play against. And that's the only thing that we have to think is that it's a difficult match and be ready for it. Nothing else.
Is it a good thing when it comes to talking to the players, or a bad thing that your record against Spurs as a club, Chelsea, is so good, particularly at Stamford Bridge?
I don't know my records. I don't think it's important. And I don't even speak with the players about it because it's not important.
You know, the last time they won in any competition, Gary Lineker scored the winning goal.
What?
The last time they won, they beat Chelsea at Stamford Bridge in any competition. Gary Lineker scored the winning goal.
So tomorrow you can't.
Who will give the pre-match talk?
I have to think about it. I have to go through the list to see which ones didn't yet.
Could you tell us a bit more about the thinking behind doing that and what you feel it brings?
You know, I think almost every team does it, I believe. I think it's normal that somebody gives a couple of words before the team goes to the pitch. Sometimes teams, they have like a collective shout. Some others, somebody says a couple of words. Sometimes it's always the manager that does it. Other times, players and other members of the staff. I think it's something normal that probably many they don't say, or maybe because they were not asked, or because they don't want to say. For us, because it's such a common thing in football, just a couple of words. We speak tactically 2 days before, we analyze the opponent 2 days before. I speak so much, and we know so much about the opposition and about our game plan, that in that moment is just a comfort, a motivational couple of words, nothing important.
Anybody you don't get to do it because they just don't want to, or they're not very good?
No. No, they are all different, and obviously some they speak English better than others, but even that is not very important. So everybody does it.
John Terry's one of the best ones, isn't he?
It's like the others. Speaks English better than others.
Obviously, he's getting lots of praise, him and Gary, as being probably the best central defensive partnership in the Premier League. Do you want to avoid any more speculation like last summer about whether or not he's going to stay at Chelsea? His contract obviously is just for 1 year.
In this moment, you start the speculation. Nobody else did it. But
obviously, Steven Gerrard, Frank Lampard, they're all a similar age.
John is younger, I think.
But he's obviously done enough to stay and wants to stay in your, as far as you can gather.
It's not time to speak about it, but he knows what I think, he knows what I feel. The board also knows, and we don't feel the need to share with you.
Have you had any offers, solid offers at all for Petr Cech?
No.
And talking about players at the other end of their career, more senior players, a former player of yours, Frank Lampard.
You are right, former player. I don't speak about former players that play I don't say rival clubs, I say clubs with the same objectives as we have. When I speak about former players, I speak about players that finished a career, like William Gallas, but not Frank. Frank in this moment plays against us.
He wasn't sold to Manchester City, was he? He was sold to the MLS.
I don't want to speak about it.
I was reading at the weekend that if you win the Champions League with Chelsea, given what you've done domestically in 4 different countries and also so far in the Champions League, that would make you the greatest manager of all time, would you?
Me? No.
Matt.
Can I ask one more about the Christmas fixtures? Louis van Gaal, not a fan, he says, it's something he'll have to get used to. He wants to spend time with his family, but obviously can't. Now he's come to the Premier League. Something you've got used to?
It's the first time for him. So the first time, I think, is always I don't say the most difficult time, but it's the first time. I think next season will be easier for him. And my way of get it easy for me is just to think what we are giving to the people. If you think that in that direction, that we are giving, not just in England, but through television, what we are giving to football fans all around the world is what they want and they don't have. So I think we can also feel that it's very, very difficult for all of us, but at the same time we are special because we are giving to the people something they love, which is football.
Jose, what's your team news? Any fresh injuries?
No.
Just Diego Costa suspended then?
Yeah.
Yeah. How you said earlier this year that the team was moulded and Diego fitted the top of the team up front. How does having Loic Remy or Didier Drogba up front affect the team as a whole?
Doesn't affect. We don't speak about Diego. I just answer to your question. We trust Remy and Drogba the same way we trust Diego, and this is not our way of work. So forget Diego. We trust the other two, and we go with the other two.
What's been the reaction to Saturday's result, to the goalless draw?
Which reaction?
From the players. What's been the reaction from the players?
Normal.
In training, how have they reacted to the game? Are they in a good mood, positive mood?
Normal. What do you want the team to do or to feel when a team is doing a perfect season? Top of the league in the Premier League, top of the group in the Champions League, quarterfinals of the Capital Cup, not losing one match for 4 months. The team has to feel very, very well. And when the defeat arrives, I think we have to feel exactly in the same way. We are doing things very, very well, and it's not a bad result when the bad result arrives. That is going to change our self-belief, our self-esteem.
Thank you.
Yes.
Jose, I just want to ask you a very quick question about the FIFA published their Goal of the Year list, and on that was a female player.
I think he's seen. He hasn't seen the video.
Just wondered how important you thought it was for.
No, don't ask me about FIFA and UEFA and Goal of the Year. Don't.
I think we're more interested in questions about the game that's coming up tomorrow, to be honest. Anybody else before we turn the cameras off? No? Okay, thanks very much, guys. Cameras off, and we'll move to... oh, sorry, there is one more.
Norwegian TV2. Just want to ask you if you heard about the wonder kid Martin Ødegaard. The Norwegian wonder kid Martin Ødegaard.
Where is he going?
Where he's going?
Yeah?
Yeah, I think that's interesting to hear if you have heard about it.
I heard about him. He goes to 25 clubs. I just want to know which one.
Maybe you can give a hint in that direction. Are you?
We are not in conditions to go to these 25 clubs fights. We are a different profile of club.
Do you like the skills? Have you any thoughts of this game?
I don't want to participate in the auction.
Okay.
Not interested at all.
I think we won't take any more questions on that particular player. Thank you.